Okay, everybody, bear with me. Today, I am going to do a review on the Bayoneta Premium PuLat horsehair gloves. The color is going to be metallic algae / metallic onyx. These gloves are made in Mexico from the boxing collector Edgar. Bought these gloves probably 2 weeks ago. I'm really pleased with these gloves. I want to do a review on them because they're kind of on the bucket list of gloves. You know, when you think about gloves, this is kind of the bucket list. You know, the higher end of the spectrum, the higher end of glove. So I'm really excited about this pair of gloves. Ultimately, what led me to this glove was the horsehair. You know, and when you see it says PuLat horsehair, this really means it's polyurethane, latex, and also horsehair. So you have the polyurethane towards the inside of the glove. You have the horsehair in the middle, and then you have on the outside here the latex. They offer different other models like the MX horsehair gloves, which pretty much have the same latex, polyurethane, and horsehair, but in a different variety. It's a little bit of a softer glove. This one's more on the medium to soft side. So give a quick look around the glove. The glove is really pretty, honestly. It has like these nice little speckles of, you know, glitteriness about it. The inside of the glove has this beautiful, you know, polyester red lining, which I think is one of the biggest things that sold me to the glove. The stitching in the gloves, double stitching all the way around here. It's pretty solid, double stitching even when it comes to the grip bar, which is pretty great. It's a pretty good thumb. It's not a massive thumb. It's a good sized thumb. The profile of the glove, I would say, is medium profile. When you put your hand in the glove, it does feel more slim, but I did notice that the glove is pretty long in length. The cuff is plastic cuff. I like it because it covers this tag here, which I appreciate. These are in 16 ounces. It shows it right there in that part right there, the glove. 16-ounce gloves. Made in Mexico. The leather, obviously some of the best leather out there in terms of gloves. Made in Mexico gloves have that specific, you know, nice rugged feel, along with, you know, just that premium smell when you get really good Mexican made gloves. It has that unbelievable smell. You really can't put your finger on it necessarily. It's kind of like it's a unique, to say the least. So some of the things that I want to talk about before I put my hand in the glove to tell you how they feel are, this is a boutique brand. A boutique brand is essentially a brand that's handmade. They're probably not going to these gloves are probably not going to both be exactly the same. That's just what you get with boutique brands. In terms of colorways, you'll probably never get this colorway again. You'll probably never see this colorway again. So sometimes when you see these colorways online, you kind of want to jump on them because it's kind of like getting a custom glove. Because after that, you're not going to be able to get them again. One thing about these is the patch here. And on the website, they tell you there's going to be imperfections with the glove, just due to the fact that they're handmade, Mexican, authentic made gloves, and they're not going to be, in terms of, you know, perfect. It's not going to be that way. But the feel itself is amazing. I don't really care too much about the little imperfections, and I guess I'll point a few out, which will probably be the logo right here is not centered. Not a huge deal, and a little bit of a flaking on the logo here. Not the biggest deal in the world. Other than that, these are probably one of the cleaner Mexican gloves I have, in terms of having very little imperfections. So I couldn't really find much of anything when it came to the imperfections of the glove. When I'm looking at these gloves, I can't really find any problem with the stitching or the stitching being pulled apart or, you know, anything fraying, which is okay. It's really good. I got lucky. I will say another thing that you should probably think about is probably the weight. The weight of the gloves essentially are overweight. So This glove, I think, won 16.9, won 17.1. I forgot which one it's going to be. So it's about an ounce overweight. And it's not that crazy when you're thinking about Mexican-made gloves. I have some that are 3 ounces overweight, which are, you know, that's pretty intense. But 1 ounce is not a big deal. I feel like just because it's 1 ounce over, you don't really feel it, because it has such a good feel on the glove that the glove actually feels a lot lighter than what it is. Now, when I put my hand in the glove, I feel the liner, and that's probably the most comfortable thing about the glove is the liner. And this broken in feel. Those are my favorite things. It's a snug fit and it's comfortable. It's not too snug where you feel like, you know, your fingers are, you know, you're not able to essentially have blood circulation through your fingers. But in terms of just how comfortable it is, it's extremely comfortable. The surface, punch surface, is a flat punch surface. The feel of this foam is medium to soft, but the more you use it, I feel like it's becoming a little more soft. So this gives me a good pop. A good pop and thud to the glove, which I think is a big highlight of the glove. This glove is really a glove that is perfect for, you know, mitt work, things like that. Perfect for the bags. But I do believe you could use this for sparring. I know that some people that once you go to a gym and you say they're horsehair gloves, they're not going to really allow you to spar with them. It is what it is. But I think that they're good sparring gloves. And if you trust your sparring partners, you'll know that nowadays with these horsehair gloves, you end up getting kind of the best of both worlds. You know, they've really perfected the feel of a horsehair glove while having the protection of a foam glove and also protecting your sparring partners. These gloves are about $4.29 retail. I got them on sale, probably for like $3.39 or so. They're 100% worth it. They're one of my favorite gloves. Out of all my Mexican-made gloves, they're my favorite. By far. I love them so much that it's really hard for me to put them down, essentially. I have a lot of gloves I have to review, like 30 pairs of gloves that I have to review. So it's become bittersweet because I keep wanting to use these, but I have to go and use other gloves. So I know these are going to be a pair of gloves that I'm going to always keep. I'm going to keep forever. I'm not going to sell them or anything like that. These are definitely worth it. I think they're premium. I think if you're in the gym, you know, people are going to definitely notice these gloves. And definitely made for professionals and just ultimately people who like to collect boxing gloves. So, you know, give Edgar a shout out. The customer service is great. The boxing collector, he's amazing. He has really, really good customer service. And all I can say is that buy these gloves and you'll love them and you'll enjoy them. If I missed anything, just guys, let me know. But I really can't say much about this glove in a negative way. I think these are as close to a perfect feeling glove as I could get.